Hello and welcome to Tazmaniavibes. So today we are in London, and to be exact, we are at Windsor Castle. Unfortunately, we can't get in because it is past its closing time, so we're going to do it right at the grounds. We're not quite sure where the Queen is actually buried, whether she's in the castle itself or whether she's further up. And if you can see here, it's a full moon. So let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into trying making contact with the Queen, I'm just going to give you some facts about the late Queen Elizabeth. So, the Queen was actually born on April the 21st of 1926. So yes, she is a fellow Taurus, but she died not actually that long ago. It was only actually in 2022 that she passed. She was crowned on the 2nd of June 1953. Her first home that she ever owned, she was just 6 years old, and that was on the grounds of the Windsor Royal Lodge, and it was gifted by the people of Wales. So she was a homeowner by the age of 6 years old. So her coronation ground was actually embroidered with loads of symbols from all the countries that she ruled. So she had a rose for England, a maple leaf for Canada, a leek for Wales, a shamrock for Ireland. She had a thistle for Scotland, and many, many more, like the African sugar bush for South Africa, an ear of wheat for Pakistan. She had a lotus for India and a wattle flower for Australia. So Elizabeth actually owned homes in Edinburgh, Scotland, Canberra in Australia, Wellington in New Zealand, and Quebec City and Ottawa in Canada. So she owned many, many homes all over the world. As far as I'm aware, the King still rules the majority of these countries, I do believe. So the Queen actually joined the army in World War II, which made her the first female British royal member to join the military. The British royal family were actually exempt from paying tax until 1992 because Elizabeth didn't like the resentment that the public had on their royal lifestyle. So it was only, 30 years. I was born in 92, so only 30 years that the royal family have actually been paying tax. Funny that. So according to an interview, Elizabeth was actually an Arsenal fan. Whether she followed football, I don't know, or whether just because Arsenal's in London, but she was supposedly an Arsenal fan. So fun fact about Elizabeth and Philip, Elizabeth actually fell in love with Philip when she was just 13 years old. 13 years old, yes. But they didn't actually get married until she was 21. So there's just a few facts about the late Queen Elizabeth. I'm going to get the necrophonic out and the EMF, just see if we can attempt to make some sort of contact with her. Right, so I've got the necrophonic and I've got the EMF. I've turned it on to see if we can try and pick anything up. You never know whether if she's actually here or not, so we're going to try and attempt to make contact. Can we speak to the late Queen Elizabeth, please, if you're here? We are standing outside of Windsor Castle. Can we speak to Elizabeth, please? We've got some questions to ask you, if that's okay. Elizabeth, are you here? Elizabeth, is that you? That was strange. Here. I heard here. Okay, Elizabeth, I've got a couple of questions to ask you, if that's okay. So, my first question is, did you enjoy being the Queen of England? Did, did you wear lounge clothes? Yep. Wearing Adidas. How did you feel being a part of World War II? Did you really support Arsenal? No. Sounds like there's quite a few people. Do you have any regrets? So much noise. Planes. There is an airport not far. Did you really support Arsenal? Elizabeth, did you have anything to do with Diana's death? You heard that. You heard that. Everybody heard that. Yes. That was a clear yes. Was you upset for Harry for leaving? No. Elizabeth, are you reunited with Philip? Yeah. Yeah. That was a clear yes. Do you like Meghan? The people would like to know if you actually like Meghan. Is that a no comment? I think that was a no comment. Did Meghan break your family up? Seems like a no comment again. Your son, King Charles, was best friends with the UK's worst paedophile, Jimmy Savile, for 30 years. Did Charles know what Jimmy was up to? Did you know what Jimmy Savile was doing? Philip, did you know what Jimmy Savile was doing? Saying something. Would you care to comment on Jimmy Savile? Yes? That was a yes. What would you like to say about Jimmy Savile? Did you know about Jimmy Savile? What he was doing to all those children for many, many, many years? Your nephew, Andrew, was also best friends with one of the world's largest sex traffickers. They were also seen sitting on your throne and in your log cabin. Did you know who Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell really were? Yeah. I heard yes. Did you know they were sex traffickers? Elizabeth, did you know Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were sex traffickers? Sounds like they're shocking, really. Were you involved with the sex trafficking? It's like when I seem to ask these questions, it kind of goes quiet, like it's a no comment thing. Philip, are you here? That sounded like her. Elizabeth, I heard you talking. Elizabeth, did you know about Jimmy Savile? It's quiet again. There was a conspiracy theory that you kidnapped, Elizabeth, you kidnapped over 100 children. Is that true? No. Leave. Keep hearing leave. Can you stand in front of this device and make it go to red? That was her nickname, Lilibet. Can you stand in front of this device that's in my hand? That sounds like a kid. Are you sorry about Diana's death? Was you bothered about Charles's affair? Is there anything else you'd like to comment on? Are you happier now in the afterlife? God? Are you with God? I can hear her. It really does sound like, generally, just actually sound like her. Are you not going to comment anymore? No. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go? You don't seem to want to comment on Jimmy Savile or Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, well, we're going to go now. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Go. They don't want us to be here. Keep telling us to leave and telling us to go. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to go now. Yes, as you told us to go. We will leave now. Goodbye. Okay, we'll turn this off. So it seems like that she generally didn't want to answer any questions about Jimmy Savile or Jeffrey Epstein. But she did answer a fair few questions, which I'm really happy about. Can't wait to go through it and see what they said. And hopefully the microphones picked everything up, because it's been really noisy around here. We're in the middle of London, so you can't really expect any difference, to be fair. It's definitely been an experience being here. Maybe one day we might come back to ask more questions. So if you've got any more questions, leave your comments in the comments below. Yeah, hopefully next time we can visit when it's actually daytime and actually try and get in there in the summer 2023. Yes, let's do it. And I can't wait to take you lot with us. I just want to remind you that this is all for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, hit that notification bell, and I shall see you next time in the next video. Bye. Just got a question. Just curious, like, where is Elizabeth? Is she in this part, or like, is she, or are you not allowed to say?
Wouldn't be able to tell you, nah, unfortunately. But that is St George's Chapel just behind us there.
Is this the, or is it, which part have you got paid to get into, or is it both? Or?
Through there. So
that
you
one?
go in through there.
Yeah.
You go all the way around the castle, and we'll feed you out through here.
Oh, okay.
You guys got tickets? Are you coming soon? Or
No, well, we're planning to come back in the summer. Yeah, it's a bit late for us to. Yeah, want to see it properly when it's warm and.
Yeah.
No, 100%. But yeah,
the building's just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It's massive inside. When you actually go around, like, you can spend about 3 hours there, or 2
3
hours.
hours.
So it's up to you, really. But...
That's cute. Is Philip here too? Is it?
Yeah. All the monarchs are here, pretty much going back for the last 1,000 years. So everyone does get buried here.
Yeah.
There's a mausoleum on site, which is pretty much where everyone else goes. But that's inside the grounds. So that's over here.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much.
No worries. Enjoy your night, all right?
Yeah, thank you.